Hi everyone, welcome to Midday Yoga. We're still working on splits as our focus of the month for July. If you don't have a full split, that's totally fine. I don't have a full split either, so just work on half split or a baby split or whatever you need to do. So whatever splits means for you, that's what we'll work on today. So we're gonna start in child's pose. Just come down to your mat. Knees about hip distance apart, big toes together, sit your hips back and reach your arms forward. Let your forehead hit your mat. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Take a full round of breath. On your next breath, in your child's pose, just set your intention, purpose, or dedication for today's practice. And go ahead and seal that on your heart. Let's begin our practice. Come up into a tabletop position from your child's pose. Wrists right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. Let's move through a few cat-cows just to weaken our spine. Inhale, let your belly drop, peek up. Exhale, dome and round. Inhale, belly drops, option to tuck your toes, peek up. Exhale, dome and round. Take one more. Belly drops, peek up. Dome and round your spine. Take a little pause at the top. Come back to center in your tabletop. We'll pull your core in, core bracing, belly to spine. Tuck your toes and then nice and slow, make your way up to your first down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. On your inhale, lift your right leg just hip height. Exhale, place it through to a lunge. Drop your left knee down, lift up, tap your hands on your front knee, and then start to sink in. So coming into an Anjaneyasana, sinking forward. If you'd like, you can reach your left arm up or maybe reach both arms up, add a little back bend. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, release both hands down. Frame your front foot. Tuck your left toes, lift your knees, step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Let's move through a mindful vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. You can always tap your knees on these first couple of vinyasas and lower to a low push-up. Find your cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Lift your left leg hip height. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your right knee down. Lift up. Take a moment to tap your front knee, maybe grow a little taller, and then start to hinge in to your low lunge or your Anjaneyasana. Just opening up your hips. Option to reach your right arm up, maybe both arms up, add a little back bend. Release both hands down, frame your front foot. Tuck your right toes, lift your knee, step back, down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Finding another mindful vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. You can tap your knees as you lower down to your low push-up. Find your cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Full inhale, full exhale. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands and fold forward. Inhale, lift your shoulders to hip height. Tap your shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, reach arms back. And sweep arms forward and up for your first fierce or chair pose. Pull your core in, belly to spine, and settle your hips low. Inhale, straighten and reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back to airplane. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Take an inhale to reach and an exhale to settle your hips. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, plant your back foot, find your first warrior two. Make sure your front knee is stacked over your ankle and press it out gently towards your pinky toe. Stack your shoulders over your hips and pull your core in. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back like you're reaching for the back of your mat. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel down to a twisted lunge. Right hand planted. Left hand can tap your knee, your hip, or you can reach high. Continue to find length through your spine. Press back through your back heel. Peek up. Release your left hand down. Step back, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Come forward to your high plank. You can tap your knees or lower all the way down. We're coming into a Sphinx pose. Slide your forearms to the mat, elbows under shoulders. Press into your forearms to lift your heart and chest. Press into the tops of your feet to lift your knees. Send your heart and chest forward. Roll your shoulder blades down. Release your hands back under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. You can come through tabletop or right up to your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, place it through to your lunge. Now drop your back knee down. Start to hinge yourself back. So just sitting back through your hips. If you'd like, you can take your toes up towards your nose. If you do have blocks, you can always use blocks to your side for support on this one, either medium setting or high setting, even low setting. Just take a moment, sit back and drape over your right leg. Come forward into your lunge. Hands frame your front foot, lift your left knee. On your inhale, reach arms back. On your exhale, shift weight forward, bring your left knee with you, coming right into our eagle pose. Take your left leg over your right, left arm under your right. Start to settle into your standing leg. Lift your elbows slightly. Settle in a little deeper. Take one more full round of breath. Inhale, unravel, spring out, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back to airplane. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. Inhale, reach. Exhale, settle. Take one more inhale to reach up. Exhale, plant your back foot, find your warrior two, and pause. Make sure it's nice and strong, feeling the strength of your legs holding it. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back towards the back of the room. Inhale, reach a little deeper. Exhale, cartwheel down, twisted lunge, left hand planted, right hand taps your knee, your hip, or reaches high. Find length from the crown of your head to your left heel. Take a peek up. Release your right hand down. Step back, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Modified vinyasa. Come forward to your high plank. Tap your knees, lower yourself all the way down. Coming into a full locust, arms by your sides. Lift your heart and chest, lift your legs. Take your thumbs up, palms out. Lift one or two more ribs. Lift your thighs up. Release yourself back down. Press up through tabletop or right to your down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, dome and round. Send your left leg up. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your right knee down. Start to sit your hips back. Again, you can use your blocks. You can take your toes towards your nose. You can drape your body over your leg. Take one more full round of breath. Come back into your lunge. Lift your right knee up. Inhale, reach arms back. As you exhale, reach forward, shift weight into your left foot, right knee lifts. Coming into our eagle, right leg over left, right arm under left. If you can't quite grab your hands, just reach your opposite shoulder blades. and settle in. Try to find a little lift in your heart and chest. Settle a little deeper through your standing leg. Inhale, unravel, spring out, reach up. Coming right in, forward and down, fold. Rise to your flat back. Step your right foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high, crescent lunge. Just one inhale to reach. Exhale, plant your back foot, find your warrior two, and settle. Let's add some dynamic movement to our warrior two. On your inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up. Exhale, come through heart center, back to your warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Like it's a dance, moving nice and slow. Reaching up, finding your warrior two. Take one more, straighten your front leg, peek up, lift your heart and chest. Come through warrior two and pause. Reach forward for a straight leg triangle. Elbow to knee or arm to the inside of your leg. Top arm reaches up towards the ceiling. If you're using your elbow and your knee, don't crunch in too much here. You don't want to be falling into your arm. You still want this side nice and long. Now your choice, you can take an extended side angle, reaching your top arm forward. You can take a half bind. You can reach through for a full bind. I'm gonna hold for 3 or 4 breaths today. So I want you to take whichever variation serves you, where you're not struggling, but you're still finding that place of challenge. Take one more breath in your variation. Lift yourself back up to foundation, straight leg triangle. Lift up through warrior two, flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Reach up or reach back. Reach a little deeper. Cartwheel down to a regular lunge. Step back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, tap your knees or lower all the way down. You can take another full locust, or you can reach back for your ankles or the tops of your feet for bow pose. If you're taking bow, press back to lift up. If you're taking another full locust, just lift your heart and chest, lift your legs, use your own body strength, ground down through your hips, everybody lift. Release everything down, hands on your shoulders, tuck your toes, lift to your down dog. Full breath in, full breath out. Lift your right leg high. Bring your knee to your nose, dome and round. Send your right leg up, hover your right knee to your right elbow and pause. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, place it through. Tap your back knee down. I'm gonna come into a half split. If you have a full split, feel free to take one here. And again, you can use blocks. Maybe just come to whatever your full split is. You can use a block underneath your bum or your glutes. I'm gonna place my block right under my right glute and then hinge forward over my right leg for the half split. Take one more breath, come into your deepest point wherever you are. And then start to lift yourself back up into a lunge. Lift your left knee. Then pop your left leg up for a standing split. So you want that inside seam of your pant leg facing down towards your mat. You don't want square hips. You want to kind of open your hips slightly, even though you can't really open your hips. Lifting your back hip a little bit. You can place a hand around your calf or ankle if you'd like. You can try to bring your forehead closer to your knee. Take one more full rounded breath in your standing split. Now drop your left hip so it's in line with your right. Walk your hands up your leg, hands to heart center. Reach arms back just for a moment and then hinge your left knee forward. Coming into tree pose. Take your knee out to the left. Place it to your thigh, calf, or ankle. And then take the arm variation of your choice. Hands to heart center. You can reach both arms up. You can interlace your hands and flip them up. Find steadiness. Find ease in the balancing pose. Lift your heart and chest a little higher. Slowly come back to center, knee to 90, arms by your sides. Release your left leg down. Just taking one set of dancers, starting on our left. Take your right arm high. Take your left arm out to the side. Catch your left foot behind you. Grow tall for a moment, squeezing your knees together and engaging your left quad. Just find that little kick back into your hand. And then when you're ready, you can hinge in. You can reach forward. You can hinge forward. Just finding your dancer's pose, whatever that means for you today. Take one more full round of breath in your dancers. Bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take a nice backstroke or windmill of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Inhale, ground down through your feet. Exhale, just let your breath come. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward and down, fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, step your left foot back. Inhale, arms reach back. Exhale, forward and up, high crescent lunge. One inhale to reach. Exhale, plant your back foot. Find your warrior two. Reach forward for your bent knee triangle. Oops, I forgot our dynamic movement. Come back up to your warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach up. Exhale, come through heart center. Find your warrior two. Inhale, straighten, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten, take a peek up at your thumbs. Exhale, warrior two. Take one more, reach up, look up, lift. Find your warrior two and pause. Now come into your bent knee triangle. Elbow to knee or arm to the inside of your leg. Your choice, extended side angle, half bind, or you can reach through for a full bind. Keep grounding down through your feet. Keep both sides of your body nice and long. If you're in a bind, peek up past your shoulder. Take a full round of breath. Come back to foundation, bent knee triangle. Lift through warrior two, flip your front palm, revolve. Reach up, reach back. Cartwheel down to the regular lunge. Step back, high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Your choice where you go from here. You can chaturanga into a flow or a vinyasa. You can stay in your high plank and lift to a down dog. Whatever you choose, meet us in the down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lift your left leg high. Curl your knee to your nose, dome and round. Send your left leg up. Hover your left knee to your left elbow and pause. Send your left leg high. Place it through to your lunge. Drop your right knee down. Again, your choice where you go from here. So coming into splits, whether that's a half split, a full split, an assisted split with blocks, take your split variation. Take one more full round of breath. Lift yourself back up into your lunge. Move any blocks if they're in the way. Pop your right knee up and pop your right leg up, standing split. Option to place your left hand around your calf or ankle. Lift your right leg up. Then square off your hips. Right hip is in line with left. Walk your hands to heart center or float your hands to heart center. Just tap the warrior three for a moment. Lift your right knee to 90. Arms stay by your sides. Take it out to the side for tree pose. Bring your foot to your thigh, calf, or ankle. Arm variation of your choice. As you find your tree, lift through your heart and chest. Press your right knee out. Find a little more lift. Walk yourself back in, knee to 90, arms by your sides. Tap your right foot down for a moment. Take a full round of breath. Coming into our dancer's pose, left arm reaches high, right arm comes out like a tray. Catch your right foot behind you. Take that strong pause at the top. Just prepare for where you're going. And then start to kick into your hand. Again, you can take the hinge forward. You can reach forward. You can always keep your left arm, your top arm lifted. Take one more breath. Bring your knees back together. Release your foot. Take that nice backstroke or windmill of your arms. Land in your conscious mountain pose. Full breath in. Full breath out. Separate your feet the width of your mat. We're coming into a yogi squat, and if you do have a block, we're gonna sit on a block today, just to give our hips a little break after our splits. Send your knees out towards your toes, let them trace over your toes, and either bring your bum to your block, or you can hover your glutes right over the mat if you don't have a block. If you have something else handy, a pillow or a box, you can always use that as a block. Press your hands at heart center. Lift your heart and chest. Just staying in our yogi squat today. Lifting nice and high. Take one more breath. Find length through your spine. Release your hands to the mat. As you start to lift your hips up, walk your feet back into hip distance and fold. Move your block if you have one. And then your choice, you can step, walk, or jump yourself back to a high plank. Inhale in your high plank. Exhale, hips up, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Lift your right leg high. Taking a hip opener, keep your legs straight today and just take your right leg, your right heel over to the left. Try to keep your right shoulder squared towards the front of the room. Opening your right hip, this should feel nice after your split. Bring your right leg back to center. Place it through to a lunge. Drop your left knee down. Walk your right foot across your mat. We're coming into pigeon pose, or if pigeon doesn't work for you, you can take a 90-90 sit. So 90-90 sit, both legs would make an L shape and you can hinge to the side. If you're taking pigeon, walk your hands by your hips. Take a moment to lift your heart and chest. Let your hips drop and then hinge yourself forward. You can rest your head on your hands. Again, if you have a block, you can rest your head on a block. Taking a little bit of a meditative pigeon today. I just want you to sink in. Letting go of any tension in your hips by sending your breath to that place. Letting go of any thoughts that bubble up, just letting them float away like a cloud. Melt into your mat. Take one more full round of breath. Drop your hips. And walk yourself back up to center, or bring yourself back to center if you were in the 90-90 sit. Roll onto your right glute and swing your left leg forward for a seated head to knee. Left heel goes to the corner of your mat. Place your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Just make sure your sits bones are down. Reach arms up, turn towards your left leg, and come all the way down for your seated head to knee. Bend your knee as much as you need to make forehead to knee connection. So we're all a little different. For some of us, it may be easy. For many of us, we may have to take that bent knee and tap forehead to knee. Take one more full round of breath. Melt towards your left leg. Reach past your left toes. Use your arms and core to lift yourself back up. Coming into a mini wild thing, take your right hand back, roll onto your right leg and lift your hips up, reaching back, peeking back at your thumb. Come back to center, release your hips. Bring the soles of your feet together for a butterfly pose or wide bound angle. Interlace your hands around your feet, sit up tall. Then start to hinge yourself forward. When you can't keep a long spine anymore, go ahead and let your spine dome and round. Peek in at your belly button. Take one more full round of breath. Start to lift yourself back up to center. Send your right heel to the right corner of your mat. Place your left foot to the inside of your right thigh. Reach arms up for seated head to knee. Turn towards your right leg, come all the way down. Again, bend your right knee as much as you need to make that forehead to knee connection. Take one more full round of breath. Reach your fingers past your right foot. Lift yourself up. Coming back to our mini wild thing, left arm back, roll onto your left leg, lift your hips, reach back. Release your hips down. Coming back to our pigeon, so slide your right leg behind you. Bring your left leg where you need it. You may have to kind of move your hips side to side or scooch your hips. If this transition doesn't work for you, you can step back to the down dog and then step your left leg through like we did on the other side. When you're ready, lower yourself down or hinge to the side if you're taking 90-90 sit. Let something go. Let your body just drop towards the floor, towards your mat. Take one more full round of breath. Lift yourself back up. Once you're back in your hands, lift your heart and chest, peek up. Tuck your right toes behind you. Lift your left leg high, coming back to our hip opener, keeping your left leg straight. Just take it over to the right. Bring your left leg back to center, release it down. Find a slow pedal of your knees, a slow pedal of your heels in your down dog. Stretching out the back of your legs and your hamstrings. Come back to center in your dog. Look at your hands. Step, walk, or jump your feet to your hands. Sit back on your mat and roll all the way back, preparing for some core. I'm gonna do it a little different today. I'm just turning so you can see me. So lay back on your mat. Take your hands right underneath your glutes. So you want your palms facing down, tops of your hands facing up. Slide them right into your glutes and lift your legs up. Then pick a spot on the wall that's right in between your feet and right on top of your feet. We're just gonna do little elevator lifts. So just a tiny lift. It's almost like a tiny pulse. You're using your low core like you wanna lift the ceiling up. Keep your core bracing, core to the floor. We're just taking 10, so 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure your legs are straight. Flex your feet. Now lower your legs a third. You can pull your feet together, pull your heels together if you'd like. Lower your legs 1 more third. Try to keep your core and your spine down. Lower your legs 1 more third. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze your knees in. You can take a little rock or sway side to side. Release your feet to the floor, and let's take 1 bridge or wheel pose. Heels towards your glutes, feet pressing down, hands pressing down. Lift your hips up. You want your hip points shining up towards the ceiling. Quads, the front of your legs, are engaged and working. Then get your back body involved. Squeeze your glutes, lift a little higher. Keep pressing down to lift up. Take 1 more breath, lift. Release everything down. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out for Supta Baddha Konasana, or wide bound angle. You can place a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly. If you'd like, you can close your eyes. Just let your spine neutralize after our back bend. Take a full round of breath. Bring your knees back up to center, soles of your feet down. Taking a half happy baby, take your right foot up towards the ceiling. Your knee is coming in towards your shoulder. Catch the outside of your right foot and then pull it down towards your mat. You can take your left leg long, or you can keep it bent for support. Whichever feels better for you. Give your right foot a squeeze, pull your right knee down, and then take your right leg high. Again, bent left leg or straight left leg. Slowly lengthen and lower your right leg all the way down to your mat. Send your left leg to meet it. Take a nice full round of breath. Half happy baby on our left side. Take your left foot up towards the ceiling. Again, right foot can be bent for support or straight. Pull your left knee down. Just getting another little hip stretch after our splits. Give your left foot a tug. Release your left foot. Send it nice and high. Again, right foot to the floor if you'd like. Slowly lengthen and lower your left leg all the way down to the mat. When it hits, send your right leg to meet it. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pull both knees in for a double knee to chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. You can find that little rocker sway side to side. You can make circles with your low back. If you'd like a full happy baby, you can send your feet up towards the ceiling. Pull both knees down. Maybe find that rocker sway. Bring your knees back in if you took happy baby. Release your feet to the floor. Send your arms out to a T or goalpost arms and walk your feet out about the distance of your mat. Taking a wide-legged twist to end our practice, let your knees fall to the right. Stack your right ankle on your left knee. Just use it for a little bit of weight to pull your left knee down towards the floor and take your gaze to the left. Take one more full round of breath in your twist. Unstack your right ankle, bring your gaze back to center. Just find a nice, slow windshield wiper of your knees side to side. When your knees fall to the left again, keep them there. Stack your left ankle on your right knee. Let your gaze go to the right. Bring your gaze back to center. Unstack your ankle. Find a nice windshield wiper one more time, side to side. If you'd like another double knee to chest, you can give your knees one more squeeze. If there's any other pose you'd like to take in your practice, feel free to take it here. If you're ready for final rest, let your legs go long, feet fall out, palms face up. Lift your shoulder blades up and pull them down and away from your ears. Close your eyes, receive your practice, and enjoy your final resting pose. I'm going to mute myself so you don't get any background noise from me, and I'll come back with 3 rings of the bell. Enjoy.